Hallo, ihr Lieben da draußen vor den Empfangsgeräten. Ich bin Vitus und ich bin heute nicht alleine, denn ich habe zwei Call of Duty Developer bei mir am Start. Und mit denen werde ich ein bisschen über den neuen Call of Duty Teil Black Ops 7 reden. Vorher noch einen kleinen Hinweis, denn diese Sendung wird präsentiert von Samsung Display und noch bis zum 3.9. könnt ihr 10% sparen mit dem Code GC2025. Macht das unbedingt, scannt den QR-Code und dann habt ihr einen 10% Rabatt auf ausgewählte Produkte im Shop. So, kleine Info noch vorab. Ich werde jetzt, denn meine Kollegen hier neben mir, die sind Amerikaner. Das heißt, ich werde schön auf Englisch reden und ich bin sehr müde und ich werde es wahrscheinlich nicht schaffen, immer alles oder generell super viel zu übersetzen. Ich hoffe, dafür habt ihr ein bisschen Verständnis. Ich switche jetzt einmal auf Englisch und stelle meine zwei liebreizende Gäste vor. So, today, I'm really glad to have you both here. Miles,
Yes.
nice to meet you.
Nice to meet
Pleasure
you.
to have you here. And Natalie,
Great
nice
to see ya.
to have you here.
Very excited.
You two are both developers on Call of Duty Black Ops 7. Are you from Activision? Treyarch and then Raven,
That's
right?
right.
Ah, awesome. So, what can you tell us about the new Call of Duty Black Ops 7 in general?
How much time do we have?
30 minutes.
Very little.
So let's start with the campaign.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
to get just to flow.
We'll dive into that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, for sure. It's the vision of Black Ops 7 when we started really was we wanted to make a co-op campaign, and it was all about the story centers around David Mason and
Yeah.
his squad. And
It's right. 10 years after Black Ops 2, right?
that's right. It was
Yeah.
2025 Black Ops 2. Some horrible things happened to David and the world with Raul Menendez, and now we're revisiting that. We always wanted to go back to tell the story of David and what happened in the fallout of Raul Menendez. And now here we are 10 years later, 2035, and David is changed. He's not the same man, and he's got this new squad. And really for us in the co-op was we wanted players to be able to embody the four heroes and really their journey. And it just made sense. Also making a connected game as well that you could take your party everywhere.
So I think the idea of having a co-op campaign has been around pretty long, and some of the fans may have been disappointed that it's just like that's the first game that introduced it. But let's say you're a person, you're pretty alone, you don't have friends. There's also an option to play it solo, right?
Absolutely. You can play solo, and for all of our single player fans, you're gonna get an amazing single player. You don't have to play co-op. But really, it's there so that if they want to party up and bring in friends, and maybe friends that don't usually play the story or friends that love to play together, they get to experience. But no, you're gonna get a linear, bombastic story, 1, 2, 3, or 4.
Okay, so let's say I finished the campaign with 4 players, which is possible, right?
Yep.
You can just finish it. But then the story's not over, right? Because there's like a new end game.
Yeah.
What can you tell us
Endgame.
about that?
Yeah, well, it's somewhat of an epilogue. So you're going to complete that linear story through the campaign. And once you finish it, Avalon is really going to open up. So that's when it turns into this endgame experience. It's a PvE, 32 players. You're still in squads of 4. And there's going to be difficulty zones. There's going to be even potential assignments, but basically you're all fighting to survive. And at this point, we're calling it this final proving ground. So everything that you've learned in the campaign, all of the gadgets, all of the equipment, you're going to be able to level up your operator, choose your operator. You're going back in and putting that to the test.
That sounds really awesome. I'll try that one out. Let's say you pre-order Call of Duty. Is there another chance to play the campaign a little bit earlier?
We're not talking about when.
Oh, we're not talking about
Yeah.
that. But you can talk about it better, right?
Yeah, so we have the beta coming up, and we're really excited about that. We've got the big beat for next as well. We'll dive deeper into multiplayer, and then there's a lot in Zombies. Zombies is going to have its own beat as well. But yeah, beta is the next big one where players can get
Do you
their
have
hands
the
on it.
dates? Like, so just a...
Yeah, so I think
Call of Duty Next, September
She's got
30th.
it.
And then beta, October 2nd through the 9th.
Ooh, you delivered there. Awesome.
that's
I got
you. Great job.
Natalie's on it.
She's on it. Let's talk a little bit about multiplayer. So we got 16 new maps. Is that correct?
We've got
6v6 maps.
yes,
Right?
so yeah, because we have the new skirmish modes.
Yeah.
That's right. We've got 2 maps over there for the 20v20 mode and the core 6v6 maps. Yes, and we've got a lot of amazing original maps, and then we're bringing back some classic maps as well.
Yeah, we saw some glimpses of Raid. Is that
Yes.
right? Oh, I love that. map.
Raid,
It's good.
Hijacked, and Express, and really the inception of that was since we're going back to after Black Ops 2, when we were building the multiplayer maps portfolio. The original maps all had their own home and their own identity, and it was important for us is how can we touch on the Black Ops 2. And so those 3 maps, we know they're fan favorites. We love those maps as well. So we've brought them in to 2035. They're now in Japan. They look amazing. But there's also gameplay updates where it makes sense for like the wall jump and for all the different gadgets and stuff that you can do. So it fits within Black Ops 7.
I mean, you're a pro, right? You already said it, wall jumps. What can you tell us about the new movement? I mean, we had Omni movement in Black Ops 6. We got some new, different kind of weights to move around, to lay down on the ground and still aim
supine.
at your
That's right.
enemies.
Yeah.
So what can you tell us about the new ways of movement, of wall jumps, of the EXO movement?
Yeah, for us, the vision really into Black Ops 7 was how do we deliver on that fantasy of going into 2035, and it starts with the gadgets. But to your point on the movement is we brought Omni movement in Black Ops 6, and we wanted to continue to evolve that in Black Ops 7. And so with that, now you have the wall jump, but we've also looked at the combat in general and wanted to really focus it. We've got experience with advanced movement back on Black Ops 3, and it was important for us to make sure that the combat fits in the frame, right? We never want it to be frustrating for you using it, but also it being used against you. It needs to feel fair, so if you get got, it's more like, I was out of position or I wasn't where I needed to be. But it adds a really interesting element of mastery for the players that want to use it and discover where to use it and chain them together, where it makes sense.
Does this game, as it's a Treyarch game, and I think all the Treyarch games have like this specific kind of flow to it, how the weapon feels, how they sound. What can you tell us about, is this a 100% Treyarch game?
Well, we have a lot of partners helping us. So, Treyarch's leading the charge, and Raven, and all of our different partners are helping us, but it takes everyone to really help make it. And so it was really important for us to, from the vision, get everyone on the same page. And it was really easy working with Raven. And again, all of our partners, is everyone was really excited about going to 2035 and exploring this story and what that means for the locale and all of the gadgets and tech and operators as well. But all of that sweet sauce you're talking about, it's in there.
It's in there.
And it feels really good. And to your point, there's a flow to it. And I think something people will appreciate is the maps themselves. We've taken even more care to make sure that there's better lane definition, right? That it's flowing from cover to cover, and that all of the new moves that you can make feel right? It just feels intentional for everything that the player's doing.
A big part of the so-called flow that I just mentioned are the weapons.
Yeah.
So there are gonna be a little bit of comebacks, a little bit of weapons. We already know. What can you tell us about that?
Yeah, so we've got a large portfolio of maps. So we're really excited is that we've got 16 brand new ones. I know we talked about this, but we also, to your point, wanted to bring back some ones that some of the core fans are really excited about. My personal favorite is the Peacekeeper.
Oh, yeah.
That has a special place in my heart when we first brought it back. And it
That
looks,
white camo.
The white cam.
Yeah.
It looks absolutely amazing. And the art teams, the weapons team, they did such an amazing job that the Peacekeeper really fits into this game. And so if you're an old fan, you're going to fall in love. If you're a new fan, you're also going to fall in love.
That sounds really good. I want to talk about like a different mode. We talked a lot about multiplayer right now. What can you tell us about zombies? I'm a big fan of zombies. I love, like, after like 2 hours of multiplayer, I'm getting tired.
Got to take a break.
My aim's not as good anymore. And then I'll just hop on the zombie. So what has zombie gotten stuck for us?
Well, we can't say much right now.
But a little bit. Give me a
we do have
little
some
bit.
in store. So we do have more coming in the story.
Yeah.
So what Miles likes to say is usually that team is pushing the envelope. They want to get crazier. And this time they've really outdone themselves.
Yeah, they've pushed it. I mean, this is the biggest RBZ map, and that was really important because we've always loved transit, right? And now it's taking inspiration with Black Ops 2 and transit and really bringing that into this game is you have a wonder vehicle and you can drive it around, and you can smash zombies and drive through it. But you're going to be really exploring this large map and all these different zones that have their own identity and gameplay and feel as you push through the story. And then the original cast is back, but in a different way. And so we can't spoil it, but it's very exciting. The story is outrageous, which is funny to say for zombies to Natalie's point, but it's even more outrageous.
Okay, even more.
In a good way.
Okay, that sounds great. Thanks a lot for the little details. I appreciate that a lot.
Sprinkle.
We got some new system that Black Ops 7 will introduce, right? It's like there's something like overclocking.
Yeah.
There will be weapon build sharing, and of course, I love that Prestige is going to return, right?
Yeah, this was huge for us. We wanted to make sure that there were more ways for players to really express their own play style into the game. And that overclocks, like you talked about, is a system in multiplayer where on equipment, field upgrade, and score streaks, as you level up, you unlock these overclocks and you can change each of those to your play style. And that was exciting for us because, again, we're really giving the tools to the player to say, hey, how do you want to play? You get the overclock you want, and then you can really make your own build. And then that really led us to, okay, since there's so much customization in the builds, instead of having to talk to your friend and write down, what are you using? What attachment? All this stuff, we wanted to make it easier. So build sharing's in. You can just drop a code now to your friend, and they can try it out. And the beautiful thing I love about that is I think players can now try different builds. I think sometimes players find one build and they're like, this is it.
There's the meta.
This is it. I'm never moving. But I think there's a discoverability now where players can try different things really easy, which is awesome, and see if maybe, hey, that gun you didn't want to use is actually fire. And you're really good at it.
Quality of life.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
And then the last one you said, Prestige, weapon Prestige, we're bringing back. We love this, right? We want to reward players and their time, everything they do. And this one just made sense where we wanted players to invest in their guns. It's like their baby, right? We know that they're investing the time and we wanted them to get rewarded for that.
Okay. I want to talk a little bit about like the bigger modes. Like you already talked about Skirmish. Skirmish is like a really huge map with vehicles. Is there any functions or anything that we can look forward to in this mode?
Yeah, so Skirmish is awesome because, and I think the story of Black Ops 7 is there's so many different ways to play, and we've talked about that. And this one was another one where we had all these different ingredients when we were making co-op campaign of like really amazing technology abilities, but also ones that kind of break the mold with the hallucinations that are going on. And it didn't make sense in core 6v6 because we didn't want to break that, flow and design. But in this bigger setting, we get a little more freedom, and now you can grapple, you can wingsuit, you're in these amazing sections of Avalon that you get to explore, and if you like big bombastic combat, we got you.
That sounds really, really good. You talked about Avalon a little bit. I have some questions about Warzone.
We're not sharing the Warzone details. I know people, they want to know.
They want to know.
They want to know. We want to tell you, but we can't right now. We got Warzone stuff coming later.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Appreciate it.
Nice try.
I have to. I always have to.
Appreciate it.
Yeah. I mean, I'm a journalist.
Yeah.
I just got to do my job. So when Modern Warfare 3 launched, some fans felt it was a little bit too close to Modern Warfare 2. Now we got two Black Ops titles right back. What is how you call it? Like back for back?
Yeah, they're coming after each other. Yeah.
So, can you like make us a little bit more relaxed that you put a lot of time in this game and this like a really good campaign and
yes.
Yeah, we did. Yeah. I mean, we've been developing Black Ops 6 and Black Ops 7 together. So we've had this vision for a while. And with Black Ops 6, obviously, it's a different feel. We're in the 90s. Lots of new areas to explore there. We also started introducing some things to seed for Black Ops 7. So, if you were playing Black Ops 6, we introduced the Guild. We introduced Troy Marshall and Avalon that you just mentioned. So these are spaces and characters that we've been building for a while, and now they're paying off in Black Ops 7. So it's sort of in the story, in the thematic, and then we keep talking about it, but like there's so many ways to play. So whether you're a multiplayer person, whether you're a story person, there's so many opportunities. Zombies, yep. We got DOA, we've got Endgame, like there's just so much going on. And so it's going to be something new. And also for fans, there's going to be so much that they already know and love.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Don't worry. It's a big game.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun, and there's something for everyone there.
Yes.
But like the campaign is amazing. We've been working on, and there's so many different ways to engage that. Yeah, it's a lot.
Okay. When you play the campaign, because of course we talk a lot about a campaign in the 4-player, 3-player, 2-player mode, like just multiplayer campaign. Are there any game mechanics that make a little different, or is it just exactly the same as you would play solo?
Oh yeah, interesting
Yeah.
question. Yeah.
Well, from a character perspective,
Yeah.
obviously you're going in as one of the 4 main heroes, and that depends on how many people that you're playing with. You're still going to get all of the story elements that are really important to get you further into the experience. But from a gameplay perspective, we want everyone to have the same wonderful linear experience.
Yeah, the fun thing on top of that is because you've got these really unique abilities and all the equipment, is what changes it up is you and your squad can start to strategize, right? When you're facing enemies, now it's about, okay, hey, you're going to use our deployable shield, and
Yeah.
you're going to use this different piece of equipment, and now there's a unique strategy in the campaign on how you're going to move through the story that, again, really makes you feel like you're that elite squad with David. And I think that's the special part, is you can go in and it approaches it different if you're solo or with 2, 3, or 4, which is cool.
I mean, Black Ops has always been about a little bit of mind bending in the campaign, like a little bit like mind F, so to say.
We got you.
And on Black Ops 3 it was the same. And like right after ONL, some people were like, "Oh, that looks so much like Fantasy. I don't know if that's the old Black Ops." Like, but to be honest, to be fair, what can you say? Like, is it a big part? Are you trying to still keep like the Call of Duty focus with like just real combat as people know it? What can you tell us about like how that will change, or is it staying the same?
Yeah, that's a fair question, and I think we'd love to talk about it. I think for us, in this game, Black Ops 7, is we want it to feel real and grounded, right? That you're coming into this world in 2035, and it feels like a near future that could exist, but it's really changed because of the story, and Raul Menendez is now back, and he's issued this threat, and then the heroes get hit with this toxin, and that really allows us, it's almost the permission to play with the player and take you on this really wild journey. But it is paced, and it's a roller coaster, right? So you have these really amazing levels where you're diving deep into the human psyche, and then you're in Japan, and then you're going to Angola, and then you're back in Avalon. And so it's all the twists and turns, but to us, it never goes too far that takes you out of it. It still feels grounded and approachable.
Yeah, it always makes sense. And
Yeah.
I feel like we've been saying this a lot, but it's sort of like pieces of a puzzle. So when you're in it, it feels earned. It checks out for, again, this Black Ops world. There's always the mind-bending element, but also the grounded aspect as
Yeah.
well.
This kind of world setting you're talking about, this sets a tone for the game. And with the Call of Duty franchise, there's always been a shop. You can always buy skins and stuff like that. But like lately, there have been some game-breaking skins, so to say, like Corporation, stuff like that. And fans are wondering if the stuff that's on the shop right now, will that also be part of Black Ops 7?
Yeah, that's a fair question. And like we're listening to the community and seeing this, and I think the thing for us is we have so many fans, right, that enjoy Call of Duty. And what's really important to us is trying to service all of those different fans and what they want. There's a lot of fans that love that stuff. Obviously, we've heard the fans that don't like it in Black Ops 6. And so what's important for us now is evaluating how can we stay closer to the Black Ops 7 tone. But then also, again, the reality is when we do those collaborations, how do we make it feel that it's closer, but also still servicing all the fans. And then I think we're talking about carry forward, like specifically to your question, that'll be in post-launch as well. So launch will maintain that identity and tone, and then all that carry forward stuff. I think there will be more information coming out on that in season 1.
Okay, thanks a lot for answering that with all your honesty. One more question to wrap it up. What's the most exciting thing you're looking for on Black Ops 7? There's got to be one.
I know.
One thing.
No, there's lots.
Yeah.
Just one thing. Just one thing.
There's a lot. Yeah, for me, I'm a story mode player.
Yeah.
And so I'm just really excited. As soon as, I found out that we would be creating this co-op experience, I was so thrilled because I always want to play with friends. I've always been interested in multiplayer, but intimidated by it. And now I finally get to try it. And just as I get used to it, as I get ready, maybe go through a few reps in end game, then I can explore these other areas that I've been wanting to for a really long time. But also, I'm a big Black Ops fan myself. So I still get that character-driven story that I'm excited about, and these bombastic moments and the mind effery
Yes.
that we know and love. So
Yeah, and for me, I think we've taken so much care in the locations and the missions in the co-op campaign, but also not only that, on the multiplayer side, you're going to kind of revisit some of these, but in a different way. And what I'm excited about for players is to go through the campaign and then jump into multiplayer, or again, now that it's connected, do both and revisit these locations, because that's the exciting thing for me. It's
It
like,
is.
hey, remember that? And now we're playing it here.
Yeah.
We really took a lot of care that there's this connectivity so it makes narrative sense, but also revisiting them and playing them. You're going to create new memories, which to me, I'm really excited for fans to dive into 2035 and the mind effery.
Thank you very much.
Yeah,
I
happy to be
appreciate it
here.
a lot that you took the time to talk with me.
Of course.
yeah.
I really wish you a really nice and not too stressful Gamescom.
Oh, no, it's been great. It's
And
been
I'll
great.
switch to
yeah.
German right now.
Okay.
All right. Thank you so much.
Leute,
you.
vielen lieben Dank, dass ihr dabei wart. Ich möchte mich noch einmal bei Dr. Oetker bedanken, denn Dr. Oetker, die hauen richtig raus bei der Gamescom. Von Donnerstag bis Sonntag gibt es wirklich alle 2 Stunden Pizza für euch. Und ihr wisst, die Pizzasituation bzw. die Essenssituation auf der Gamescom, die ist furchtbar. Es kostet super viel Geld und wir hauen das einfach kostenlos raus. Das heißt, kommt zu unserem Stand und holt euch Pizza ab. Besser geht's nicht. Und ich möchte noch einmal sagen, dass diese Sendung euch präsentiert wurde von Samsung Display. Und Samsung Display ermöglicht es euch, einen 10% Rabattcode abzustauben, mit der lautet GC2025, und da kriegt ihr 10% Rabatt auf ausgewählte Produkte im Shop. Dazu müsst ihr einfach nur den QR-Code kennen, der bestimmt schon einmal reingeflogen ist. Vielen lieben Dank euch. Jetzt geht es weiter mit Löffel, Messer, Gabel. Ciao.